Hey guys, what is going on? It's Josh, back in the shop, workshop, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so can you make a vertical belt sander? If you're anything like me, you make knives, blah blah blah, you do a lot of woodworking, so on so on. You always want a vertical belt sander, and if you haven't got your 2x72 or you haven't got belts for your 2x72, then practical terms you'll use your belt sander if you have one anyway. A lot of woodworkers will. But you don't have a vertical station to put it on. So what I'm going to do here is, you see a lot of these vertical stations, but they're way overpriced. So I'm going to try and make a little jig, see how it comes out, see if you all enjoy the video. I hope you do. Hope you learned something, and if you got a vertical belt sander, this is definitely a good tool. Hope you all enjoy it. So I got this build started off with a 2x2 that I've just had hanging around the workshop. Was something I pulled out of a dumpster. Yeah. So what I'm doing here, as you can see, is I'm sanding it down. It was very rough sawn. So it had all your chips in it. You know, it was splinter paradise basically. As you can keep seeing from all these rough sections, it keeps getting it out of my hand, as you can keep seeing, because it's that rough. Just a sanding block on there again. So yeah, I started this. I know I'm not wearing any protection like dust, I really should have been. I have got that all on, and in the next ones you can see, for all them safety freaks, yes, wear all your safety equipment, and then later on in the video I actually do. But yeah, getting this all roughed down, because at this moment in time it's not very square, so I want to run this through the table saw. Now I'm marking some lines for rough cutting. See, safety gear. Anyhow, back on track. These E and B signs just for edge and bottom. There's only one square-ish edge, so I went edge and bottom to make sure which one's square to put on the bottom of the table saw and the edge at one of the fenders to try and get a square piece of wood. Now with them edge and bottom side, I'm just going to put it up against the table saw and push it through slowly. Make sure I get one side done, then the other, and square it up that way, mill it up square on the table saw. Sides square perfectly and ripped down on the table, so I can begin putting the pocket holes in. So what I did is I put 2 pocket holes in on either side, and that's how I'm going to screw it all together. Pretty simple design, but it works. Now with an off-cut piece of melamine, I'm going to drill 4mm pilot holes into it, then countersink, then screw it to the frame, giving it the support and acting as the table for the vertical belt sanding jig. I then finally drill some holes into the timber to mount it to my worktop, and then put some washers over the screw holes so the screws don't countersink into the timber and then through the worktop. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Pretty simple plaiting. Doesn't look good, it's tatty, cheap, you know, but it's got one focus, and that's functionality. It's got a space around here so I can still put my dust collection on there. Got a space around here so I can connect, so I can take out my belts and exchange belts. comes out, it's got a nice flat surface here, and I've put some boards mounted up here to just iron it a bit so it's right not at the bottom of that platen. And it works. So you've got a vise and a belt sander. It's a good jig with a worktop, and it definitely works. It does what it needs to. As I said, it's not purdy, but it functions and it does what it needs to do. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I hope you've made one. Definitely send pictures in. Comment, subscribe, like, dislike if you didn't like. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, places like that. All the links will be in the description. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Take it easy.